Hey, what's up everyone? John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be running down our list of the best GMAT prep courses on the market. We've used and reviewed over a dozen GMAT courses over the last couple years and constantly update our reviews based on new features and changes that these companies make. And today I'm going to tell you what the 4 best courses currently are and who each might be best for. And by the way, since I'll just be covering the high points today in this video, if you find you need more detail at any point, you can always check out our full detailed written guide over on our website that has a lot more information. The best way to find that is probably just to Google Test Prep Insight Best GMAT Courses. It's the quickest way to get there. Alright, so to kick off this video, I want to provide some context on GMAT courses generally. Essentially, there are 2 different buckets or categories of prep courses. You've got this one bucket of comprehensive, more robust prep courses which give you everything in the kitchen sink. Live classes, assigned homework, hard copy prep books, a granular study schedule, Q banks, on-demand videos, just everything. These courses are more expensive and in a different tier. They tend to cost $1,000 or more. Then the second category of courses are more cost-effective, efficient courses. Rather than price tags around $1,000, they tend to cost just a few $100s, but also offer fewer features, and the courses are more streamlined. It's usually just on-demand videos, a Q bank with accompanying problem explanations, sometimes in text or video format, a study schedule, and a few other minor tools. So there's kind of this bifurcation with 2 buckets of courses, 2 different tiers. So with that in mind, I want to talk about the higher end courses first. And in this bucket of GMAT courses, our highest rated course is Princeton Review. We give them our highest grade for a few reasons, but more than anything, I love their course structure. Their curriculum covers all the necessary hard content review while still combining an overarching strategy element with test-taking strategies and hacks. Honestly, the coursework is detailed, thoughtfully designed, and all organized in a really smart way. And as for the material itself, it's all very high quality. Their video lessons are really effective and engaging. Their practice problem explanations are written in a very understandable way while still giving good detail, and their sequenced mock exams are rock solid in terms of mirroring the content length and difficulty of the actual GMAT. And more than anything else, I think the highlight of this course are the live classes. The couple Princeton Review GMAT instructors we had in our classes were very, very good. They just have that perfect mix of subject mastery and communication skills. So bottom line, when you look at all of the factors that matter in terms of grading a GMAT course, Princeton Review gets top grades across the board. Now, what I will say is that Kaplan and Manhattan Prep's combined package is also very good. About a year or so ago, these 2 companies consolidated their GMAT courses down into one and kind of took the best elements of each. But as an overall course, we still have them grading out slightly behind Princeton Review. But if there is one highlight of that combined package to call out, it's their focus on quant. If you're weak on math and that's going to be an uphill battle for you as you prep for the GMAT, you might want to give the Kaplan/Manhattan Prep course a good look. They have specialized workshops and live classes just for math, and they make it a big focal point in their curriculum. I don't mean to imply that Princeton Review doesn't give it proper coverage, but for Kaplan, it just seems to be a major focus. But otherwise, in this more expensive premium tier of GMAT courses, we like Princeton Review and by a pretty good margin. But obviously, if there is one downside here, like I said, it's that Princeton Review is on the pricey side of GMAT prep providers. Their flagship course with live classes costs $1,400, and their deluxe package with tutoring and score guarantees runs up close to $2,000. So it is pricey. And for reference, it's about the same for Kaplan and Manhattan Prep's combined course. But what I will say here is that Princeton Review, as well as Kaplan, both frequently run sales and special promos, so do make sure to look for coupon codes if there's a sale on before buying. With Princeton Review, you can almost always find their GMAT courses on sale for at least 15% off, so make sure to check for that. In fact, I'll do my best to keep the description down below updated with the most current discount and promo codes that are floating around out there, so make sure to check out that text below the video screen and maybe save yourself some money if you decide to go with one of these 2 courses. Alright, so that's the more expensive end of the spectrum. Now let's get to the budget options. And in this category, like I said, you're looking at courses that are a little leaner and more streamlined. They're all generally online self-study courses with video lessons, Q banks, and a study schedule. They're good enough to get the job done, but obviously not as robust as Kaplan or Princeton Review. And of the 6 or so budget courses we've taken and reviewed, our favorite is Magoosh. PrepScholar and Target Test Prep are also right up there, but we really like Magoosh's course. So let's talk about that. With Magoosh, you get a library of 340 on-demand video lessons, around 1,300 practice problems in their Q bank, a couple full-length practice tests, and a 50+ point score increase guarantee. Now, of their standard features, I think their main highlight is the Q bank. Not only do they offer some nice advanced filtering features that allow you to create really targeted practice sets, but the answer solutions that they give you with every problem are very good. For every problem, you get a breakdown in text and video format. For visual learners, I think these video explanations are very helpful. This is something that a lot of companies don't provide and is a nice value add. Now, if there is one knock on Magoosh's videos though, it's that the format can be a little dry. They're just a little old school in their format and have a PowerPoint style approach, but I would just say that they're sort of saved by their short length and quick hit nature. But beyond the standard features, where I actually think you get the most bang for your buck with Magoosh is their live classes. Magoosh is the only budget provider that also offers live classes, and they're actually pretty good. They're not in the same category of classes as Princeton Review or Kaplan, but they're not bad at all. You get 2-hour classes twice a week for 4 weeks. So basically for a month straight, you can add some structure to your studies, get different content and perspective than just what's on the platform, and get access to an instructor to ask questions, all for a pretty reasonable price, which is actually a good segue into talking about cost. The standard self-paced Magoosh course costs just $250, about a quarter of the cost of the upper tier courses, and even their live class package, which I just talked about, is just $600, about half the cost of the big boys. In terms of budget courses, this is right in line with other providers like Target Test Prep and GMAT, though again, like Princeton Review and Kaplan, Magoosh is also pretty aggressive in their discounting and you'll almost never have to pay full price. You can usually find this course for at least 10 or 15% off, so make sure to check the description below for coupon codes. I'll keep that updated down below. Now, as for other options in this bucket of value courses, I do just want to give a quick shout out to Target Test Prep and PrepScholar. If you're really pressed for time to study because of work or school or kids or maybe all three, PrepScholar could be a really good option for you. Their program uses an algorithm to analyze your progress and changes your study plan on a daily basis for ultimate efficiency. It'll shift around your assigned work and lessons to optimize your learning path and make sure you're getting the most lift with the least effort. It actually works really well, and I like it for busy folks who only have time to study for 20 minutes here or 30 minutes there. The link for them will be down below. And lastly, a quick shout out for Target Test Prep. Like Kaplan and Manhattan Prep's course, they place a heavy emphasis on quant and have some very good study materials for the math portion of the exam if that's going to be a weak spot for you. I really like their digestible little learning modules. It's a very user-friendly course with bite-sized lessons and realistic practice work. Basically, for those looking for some hand-holding and an extra emphasis on quant, it could be a great option. I just wish they included some more video-based content review lectures, but otherwise a very solid course for the price. And that actually about does it for the detail in this video, so let's get to the final verdict. But before we do, I just want to mention that since you're studying for the GMAT, we actually give away a free prep course every single month to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter. Everyone out there is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description on how to get entered, but just know it takes like 10 seconds and hey, you never know. You could win a totally free GMAT course from one of the companies I've talked about here today. Okay, so final thoughts. Which GMAT prep course should you go with? Well, again, there's two sort of buckets of prep courses in this space. Expensive, high-end courses with everything, and leaner online courses that are more budget-friendly. Thus, your choice is probably going to turn on budget. If you're trying to find a solid study product on a limited budget, I would point you towards Magoosh. They have a great user-friendly platform, realistic practice material, some really helpful video breakdowns of all their practice questions, a nice library of video lessons, and some other useful tools. Plus, you can actually upgrade and add some live classes with them for a very reasonable price. In short, they're our budget pick. Now, if however you're not as cost sensitive and just looking for the best overall GMAT prep course out there, that is without a doubt Princeton Review. They give you everything in the kitchen sink in terms of tools, their curriculum is deep and smartly structured, their live classes are fantastic, and the practice materials are the best in the space. So if money isn't a concern, that's who I would go with. But anyway, that's all I've got for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something about all these different GMAT courses. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping me a quick comment below. That would be really appreciated. And again, if you want to see that detailed, full written guide that I mentioned earlier in this video, just hop on over to our website, testprepinsight.com, or check out the other videos on our YouTube channel. We got a bunch of great content out there. But as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and I'll see you next time.